It's morning again in America.
The date is Wednesday. If you're listening to this now, the United States House is in the process
It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President
impeachment of current United States President Donald James Trump. The vote breakdown for Nevada is as following. From Nevada's 4 congressional representatives, the vote count was from Congressional District 1, represented by Dina Titus in Southern Nevada. Party yes for impeachment. For Nevada's 2nd Congressional District, represented by Congressman Mark Amodei of Carson City, of the Republican Party from Northern Nevada, the vote was no for impeachment. For the 3rd Congressional District from Southern Nevada as well, representing the 3rd Congressional District, Suzie Lee, Democrat, the vote was yes for impeachment. And concluding the Nevada Congressional Delegation vote on impeachment, representing the 4th Congressional District, Stephen Horsford of the 4th Congressional District, the vote for impeachment was yes. That concludes the Nevada Congressional District votes.
Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
I mark 1:06 p.m. 2 minutes 10 o'clock. This is the impeachment vote live from C-SPAN, recording for posterity. 2-minute warning. Vote count 133, 134. The yeas affirmed by 1. 5 or 7 Republicans are speaking in the affirmative. The Nevada delegation appears that Mark Amodei of Congressional District 2 of Nevada will be voting against, versus his 3 other fellow Congress people in Nevada will be voting for. That's including Dina Titus, Stephen Horsford, and Suzie Lee. 1 minute, 17 seconds remaining on the clock for the resolution voting for the impeachment. They're allowing proxy for votes from several Congress people across the country.
This is the gentlewoman from New York seek recognition.
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Young of Alaska pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Young will vote nay on House Resolution 24. Thank you.
Sorry for the shaking, I'm kind of nervous right now. 30 seconds left on the clock. 152 votes left.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Indiana seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Baird from Indiana pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Baird will vote no on H-Res 24.
This is the gentlewoman for Virginia seek recognition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the member designated by Mr. McEachin pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. McEachin will vote yes on House Resolution 24. And as the member designated by Ms. Porter pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Porter will vote yes on H-Res 24.
The votes have concluded. They'll be starting the reconciliation of votes. at this hour, it appears the resolution has passed, pending vote reconciliation, despite it looks tied. So votes are reconciling right now. So it takes about 5-10 minutes for that to usually happen.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Michigan seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Bergman, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Bergman will vote no on final passage HREV 24. As the member designated by Mr. Lambourne, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Lambourne will vote no on final passage HREV 24.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Massachusetts seek recognition?
Sent to me this morning, which should
As Ms. Titus is voting proxy and Ms. Titus is voting yes.
Is all of the things they don't know. They don't know what the investigation will find out. And
I informed the House
it is
that Mr.
stunning, and it's something
Patel
we'll be
will vote
talking
yes
about as the facts
on
emerge.
House
Right
Res
now,
24.
Claire, putting that picture together,
Ms.
we are relying on
Cortez
investigative journalism
has a
and
proxy
White House
vote. Ms.
correspondents
Tlaib
like
for
Ashley
Ms.
Parker and her colleagues at the
Michigan.
Washington Post, who wrote a study.
I inform the House that Ms. Lee will vote yea
Congress-
on H-Res 24. As the
Congresswoman,
member designated by Ms. Axney pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Axney will vote yes on H-Res 24. As the member designated by Mrs. Dingle pursuant to
Debbie
H-Res
Dingle.
8, I inform the House that Mrs. Dingle will vote yes on H-Res 24. As the member designated by Ms. Cafter pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Cafter will vote yes on H-Res 24.
Suzie Lee's proxy. So that's 2 Nevada proxy votes at this time. All right, several votes away from majority status at 207. 2 more Republican votes than anticipated. 207 holding. Critical number is 218 for majority on this vote today. 40 non-votes or non-voting remaining. Not that this is predicted to swing in any other way. Forgive me if I'm a little choked up here. This is not a good moment, I guess. Eight more votes, 10 more votes away. Bulk of Democrat votes at this point.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Virginia seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. Blumenauer, pursuant to HRS 8, I inform the House that Mr. Blumenauer will vote yes on HRS 24. As the member designated by Mr. Liu, pursuant to HRS 8, I inform the House that Mr. Liu will vote yes on HRS 24. As the member designated by Mr. Lowenthal, pursuant to HRS 8, I inform the House that Mr. Lowenthal will vote yes on HRS 24. As the member designated by Mr. Peters, pursuant to HRS 8, I inform the House that Mr. Peters will vote yes on HRS 24.
the House normally 435. At that number, now 221 voting in favor of impeachment. The resolution passes the second impeachment of President Donald Trump. One article of impeachment on incitement of insurrection. There are 9 Republicans voting yes so far, including and led by the GOP whip Liz Cheney. There may be a couple of more.
We have another Republican added.
Including, we expect possibly Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, and there they tick off one more, 10, and Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin.
As the member designated by Ms. Wilson pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Wilson will vote yes on H-Res 24.
We are at majority. With 11 votes left, 4 Democratic, 7 Republican, the margin is too great for Republicans to overcome.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Maryland seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Jayapal pursuant to House Resolution 8, I rise to inform the House that Ms. Jayapal will vote aye on House Resolution 24.
Senator Raskin, one of the authors of the impeachment bill. 11 votes left. The motion has passed. Donald J. Trump has become the first president in American history to be impeached for the second time at this hour. Seven votes remaining. 10 Republicans, I think it was 3 more than expected. 2 Democrats remaining, 6 votes in doubt. This is history in the making. Democrats, 1 Democratic vote remaining by proxy or act to actually be roll called.
Voted.
Does
any member wish to change a vote?
All members voted. Offer to change. solemnly silenced. Speaker Pelosi's been handing the tally.
On this vote, the ayes are 232, the nays are 197. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. That's it. What next? And now what?
The chair announces that pursuant to Section 3A of House Resolution 41, the House Resolution 40 is hereby adopted. The chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Clause 11 of Rule 10, Clause 11 of Rule 1, in the order the following of the House of January 4th, 2021, of the following members of the House to the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence.
Mr. Schiff of California, Chair. Mr. Nunes of California.